So doing Mount Maroon today. Don't know if you can see that in the background there. Probably see the cliffs of it just behind me. It's not a bad day today. There's a nice breeze blowing. It's about 24 degrees, so it's, for Australian standards, it's pretty cool. Where we've been having about 36 degrees lately, so it's quite nice to have that temperature drop. Yeah, there's a wind blowing, there's a bit of shade, the sun's coming out. It'll probably get a little bit warmer, but I think it's going to be all right today. Might even see a bit of rain today, but heading up there, don't know how long that's going to take, but it's about, I think it's 996 meters, something like that up there. So probably take an hour and a half maybe, I don't know. So we'll crack on. Quite a pleasant walk so far. Not been doing it walking for that long though, but just coming up through these eucalyptus trees. It's quite a steady path, nice, just gentle slope really. It's a bit rocky, but you can see here, this is a point where it just starts to get steeper. So it's pulling up now. So a bit of a pull up there. You can see over here there's evidence of fires in the past, whether that's been a bushfire or a controlled burn, I don't know. Same on here, you see that a lot in Australia when you're out and about. So the fires will do controlled burns in areas where it's there's a high possibility it might catch fire. So there's a lot of like leaf litter and things like that, so they can control it then rather than it catch fire and just get out of control and spend weeks trying to put it out. So it could be a controlled burn, I guess, but you do see it a lot. Time to start huffing and puffing then and get myself up here. It's starting to get a bit rocky. This is an area of high rock fall I was reading, so you've got to be careful on this bit. Oh, so I think I'm getting fit again and I'm still out of breath. I don't know, I think I'm just getting too old for this shit. So yeah, I don't know if you can see, it is quite steep there. You can see a bit of the edge of the top, up to the top there. Yeah, it's pretty rocky. That's pretty much the path so far on this section. It is quite steep. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, you might not be able to tell. But yeah, there's not really any getting away from the fact that if you want to go up a mountain, it's going to be steep. You've got to go uphill, unfortunately. And it does make you huff and puff a bit if you're not in your 20s anymore. Still out of breath. I am pretty out of shape. I'm enjoying this. It's a good walk, but it's a good pull up. It's pretty steep. Thank God for the old walking poles. That's all I can say. The walking poles take about 30% of the pressure off your legs or your knees. And one of my knees was hurting before I started, or it's all right now. Normally when I go up a mountain, my knees are hurting by the time I finished. So I'm taking it steady and hopefully they'll be okay today. So I just heard a massive crack. I turned around and a big bit of this tree over here came crashing off to the ground. It's probably a bit about from where you can see at the top of these trees here to the top of there, nearly the size of it. I don't know if you can see, you can just about see where it's broken off there. Probably been set off by the storms that were the other day. Probably weakened it, I guess. That's pretty mad. Lucky I wasn't over that bit. But hopefully none of these other ones are going to come down. I thought it was a rock at first, but then I saw the tree fall. I did read there was these markers on this route, but there's not many of them, and this is the first one I've seen. I've been walking for at least 45 minutes, including stops, and that's the first one I've seen. Look at those rocks up there behind me, they're pretty cool. Pretty big boulders. There's meant to be a bit of scrambling on here, so that should be a bit get my words out, should be a good bit of fun. I have to put the poles away, of course. Trying out a new wireless microphone on here. You see a little fluffy thing there, and I'll show you the other half of it. There's a receiver, little roadie one, or Rode, whatever you call it. Last time I used it, I didn't have very good results, but it was crackling up, but I think I went too far from the mic, that's why. So I'm giving it another go, so Hopefully I don't ruin my video using it today. But yeah, pretty nice up through there. I'm hoping it's going to flatten out soon because it's pretty steep and it's starting to get hot now. I don't seem to be getting any nearer that summit. It just looks as far away as every time I look up at it. But I'm getting nearer, I guess. Obviously I'm going up. Nice cliffs there, I'm right on the edge here. I've got to be a bit careful. It's a pretty nice view over there. Yeah, cracking. There's some clouds coming in there. They did say it might there might be rain today, and also there might be a storm this afternoon. So I'm hoping I'm down before that. Don't want to be up here in a storm, especially amongst these trees. But let me just show you this. Let's come down off here. Look at this rock here. Fantastic. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Don't know what will have formed that. Honestly, don't know what will have formed that. But yeah. How cool is that? There's a little hole down there. And there's a couple of holes in there. So I finished off the cherry tomatoes. Now the old healthy stuff. The old Mars bars. Mini ones. Far healthier than the big ones, of course. I was over the moon when I found these in my bag. I forgot I'd put them in there. And the best thing is like, you can just open them up and stuff them in one. Job was done. Remember, take your lid home. I carry this bag. Sorry, I'm talking with a mouthful. I carry this bag to put my litter in. Just a cheapo one from Kmart, just a little waterproof one. Just so I can put things like bananas and tuna tins and stuff in there, don't leak in the rest of my bag. Good little tip there. Wouldn't credit it. I've been sat on this nice log here. Admittedly, it is in the middle of the path, but as soon as I sat down and started doing some filming, lots of people came that way, and then there must have been about 10 people came down that way. I thought I'd stop here and have my, well, it's not really my lunch, but I've eaten quite a bit, and yeah, you can guarantee if you sit down, someone's going to come in. You're in the middle of the path, someone's going to come up. But this is a beautiful little log here to sit on. Couldn't pass that by. Little view out there, which I've already shown you, but I'll turn around. There we go. So this is a bit where it looks like you drop down into the gully here. Don't know how far you go into it. So Parks and Wildlife have put markers up here actually. There we go. Just a bit of tape around some of the trees just so people don't get lost. I suppose it saves them going out, calling out a rescue team to look for people. Whoa, it is a little steep going down here. I saw this going down, I've got to go back up again. I'm going to be going up there. Should have kept my walking poles out, I've put them away because it was getting a bit tricky scrambling on the rocks. But there is some rock scrambling coming up, so I won't be able to use them there anyway. So yeah, this is quite steep going down here. Won't be doing my knees much good. Better take it a bit slower, I think. That's a nice view. Nice little spot there. That's into the gorge, full of trees. And I'll be, just be careful here because I'm quite close to the edge and there's a lot of loose stones and rocks. I'll be heading into here. Wow, that is pretty impressive. This will be a bit of a dodgy area for rockfall, I should imagine, going in between this lot. I'm guessing I'm heading up there, but I don't know. I would say that's where I'm going. It looks quite a long way actually, longer than I thought. It's always a way though. I just turn the GoPro off, turn around and I'm like, wow, I need to get a film of that. Oh man, look at that. Big rock pillar there. Quite an imposing little spot. Like the cliffs are right up above you here. You can't really see the scale of them, but they're huge. And this is where the scrambling begins. I might have to stop filming here. So this is probably the hardest bit. Coming through here, there's a bit of scrambling to be done. It's probably the steepest bit. Ooh, as you can tell, I'm really pretty out of breath. That is it. Top of the gully, on the saddle here, between this little peak. You can't really see the one over there, but yeah, I'm knackered. I'm gonna take a detour and go and have a look up this one. Oh, bugger me, I'm not a young man anymore. Alright, scramble up here. I'm gonna do this just using one hand. Swap the camera about a bit. Oh yeah, it's easy enough. I'll probably go and fall over now. Oh yeah, I can walk that. Ooh. Oh, bloody hell. This isn't the summit though. The summit, I don't think that's even the summit. I think it's further back. As usual with summits, they never appear where I think they are. They're always further. So I'll be dropping back down that way, heading over here and up this edge, I think, onto this. Oh, not a bad view from here though. See the clouds down on these mountains over here. Not sure which mountain that is. Probably have a better look up the top and get my bearings a little bit. That's a bit of a breeze. It's nice and cool though. Nice cool breeze. Look at that cliff face there. That's pretty stunning. I know maybe that is the top over there. Maybe that's what I was looking at before this one. But still stands. I thought that was the top when I was coming up. And it's over that way somewhere. Maybe it is just on there, I don't know. We're going to find out though. Oh, that breeze is nice. Bloody lovely. It's an effort, but it's worth it. Even though the knees are killing, I'll probably not be able to do any walking for about probably 2 weeks or more. But there we go. This fantastic tree. You see loads of these bent out. Spider webs up in there. Pretty cool though. This stuff used to really freak me out when I first came to Australia. I don't know about really freak me out, but I'd be scared of spiders and snakes. Now I just can walk through it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, you kind of have to get used to walking through that if you want to go and do these walks, because there's loads of paths with this covered in this stuff. I don't actually know what it is. I think it's a type of palm or something. Oh, all you ever hear on these videos is me huffing and puffing. Still heading up. Still buggered. I had to put my hat on now and my buff on my neck. Stop getting sunburnt. Well, I've got sunblock on, but the sweat just tends to wash it off. Might put some more on up the top. Ah, nice. When the sun goes in, it really cools down. Temperature just drops straight away. Oh, this is looking good for views. I reckon over the back here it's going to be spectacular. And it looks like there's rain coming in. Hopefully it's not going to come in before I get up there. I want to have a view when I get up there. Look at that. So I've come up this gully. It drops down here. You've seen that pillar earlier in my video. Nice. This appears to be the summit. Because it's higher than anything else. Oh, nice breeze up here. What a view. Let's get right up on top of here. There's some people over there. This will be Mount Barney. Over here, it's a pretty serious undertaking for a hill. It's about a 10-hour day, I think. I might do it one day, but I'm bloody not as fit as I used to be. That'll be, get my screen back on. That lump over there will be Mount Lindsay. After which the Mount Lindsay Highway is named, which I think runs down here, through this valley down here. It goes around that way. I'll still drive that. Cracking. There's definitely some stormy weather coming in though. Look at those clouds. That is heading straight for here. A couple of girls over there. They passed me earlier. They're fit as fiddles. Like I used to be. Nice cairn on the top. So yeah, I got my waterproof jacket in. I went as far as putting a waterproof jacket in today. Last time it rained I got soaked because I only had a windproof. I might actually be skirting us that. Might actually miss us. When I say us, I mean me. So all these clouds seem to be going past. Kind of sweeping in just round the edge of this. So it looks like I'm going to miss us that. Which is good. Be pretty hot putting the old waterproof on. Probably can't see this on the camera, but there's a massive spider's web going from right at the tip of that bush, coming right down here. And if you can see that, and just tweaking the web, comes right down here. I nearly walked into it. I wasn't actually going that way, I was just sitting here, but I just noticed it. Well, that's it done, Mount Maroon summit. It was pretty good. It was a lot harder than I thought it would be actually. Or maybe I'm just really unfit. Don't like my kangaroo buff, by the way. Very Australian. Yeah, that was pretty good. I'm not going to film on the way down unless I see anything particularly special. So I'm going to knock it on the head here.